Now let's talk about this story out of Arizona. Many folks now have been seeing the video, of course. We've often talked about cases on this show where you have cops doing outrageous things. This, folks, is from Mesa, Arizona, where an Arizona jury acquitted a former police officer of second-degree murder and reckless manslaughter charges in the death of an unarmed man. January 2016, former police officer Philip Brailsford was among the officers responding to reports of a man pointing a rifle out of an Arizona hotel window. Those reports would later prove to be inaccurate. In many cases, this sounds like John Crawford III in Beaver Creek, Ohio, where somebody called in and said he was waving a gun in the store. Now, when police arrived, they found this man, 26-year-old Daniel Shaver, and a woman in the hotel hallway. They ordered both of them to get on the floor and issued commands for them to crawl towards police. Once the woman was taken into custody, police turned their attention to Shaver. Now, police body cam footage released to the public hours after Brailsford's not guilty verdict shows the final moments of Daniel Shaver's life. Now, folks, we want to warn you that these are graphic images, and you will hear Shaver pleading, "Don't shoot me." This is what happened.
You do that again, we're shooting you. Do you understand?
Please do not shoot me.
Then listen to my instructions.
I'm trying to just do what you...
Don't talk, listen. Crawl towards me. Crawl towards me.
Sir.
Don't talk.
During the trial, Brailsford testified he believed Shaver was reaching for a gun. Now, Brailsford was holding an AR-15. According to witnesses, Shaver had a pellet gun that he used for his extermination business in his hotel room. His widow has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the city of Mesa. When they released this video, this is a cop, but you got multiple cops there with AR-15s, and they claim, oh, he's reaching for a weapon. Found not guilty.
That's always the claim. The claim is, I'm in fear for my life. And that's the first thing that everyone says when they're interviewed after they discharge their weapon. I was in fear for my life. Well, that's not the case. You can't be in fear for your life when somebody's on the floor crawling and you have 15 other people around you with weapons that will consistently fire over and over and over. You're not in fear of your life. You just want to dispose of the person.
When I saw that video, I was thinking of Eric Garner in Staten Island, New York, shouting, "I can't breathe," as the police are killing him. I was thinking of Tamir Rice, the 12-year-old black boy in Cleveland who was shot by Cleveland police. I was thinking of Philando Castile in Minnesota, shot in his car. I was thinking of Sandra Bland right here in Texas, who was killed by the police ultimately.
50 miles away in Prairie View.
Absolutely. And then the second thing I thought of is the jeopardy we're all in as long as Jefferson Beauregard Sessions III is the top law enforcement officer, the Attorney General of the United States, from the state of Alabama, and a close comrade of the infamous Roy Moore, who may become, if we're not careful, the next U.S. Senator from the state of Alabama.
Every time I see something like this, I keep thinking, where's White Lives Matter? They say White Lives Matter, right? But they never show up for white people when they get shot by the police, but we do. We never said that all lives don't matter when we said Black Lives Matter. Now, did we? Now, here's the thing. When we do what we do, we're talking about injustice, specifically for black folk. But like it was stated earlier, people tend to benefit from the work of black folks who work on freedom and work towards freedom. And until we actually speak out for everyone and make sure that we recognize the marginalization, one, and number two, the aggressive military tactics that these police like to use, we're not going to get anywhere. It takes more than a protest. It takes political engagement. It takes making sure that, no, people like Roy Moore don't get in, and that people like Jefferson Sessions don't get appointed to positions like the Justice Department.
And again, when you look at this particular video here, I keep saying it goes to these cops who know walking in, I can fire this weapon and I'm going to get off. Because to your point, all they have to say is, I fear for my life. Not any common sense whatsoever. I mean, the guy is crawling, he is pleading, don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. And now what we also know is what happened was he was in a hotel room, the window was open. Somebody saw it and said, a guy is holding somebody hostage. I mean, and again, I think of the John Crawford III, the exact same thing, where somebody says, oh, this one thing is happening, and that person ends up dead.
And then what happens after that? The cops collude. Look at what happened to Jordan Edwards in Balch Springs. One officer shot him, but they all wrote the same report. They all corroborated each other, and then it was refuted by their own police chief. They do this.
Yeah, it's a reconfiguration of reality. You're talking about fake news, those fake facts. And so what happens is, no matter what the report is, no matter what the call in to say come out and investigate, the officers then reconfigure the facts and decide this is the situation that we're going to paint because this is what we want to do to get rid of this person.
Again, just shameful there what took place there. All right, folks.
Weekdays on TV One.
I will never lie to you.
Oh, my God.
Roland Martin.
He doesn't want to talk to us. He wants to ignore us.
Uncensored.
Hell no.
That ain't gonna cut it, boo.
Unapologetic.
No, that is fundamentally false. You are wrong.
Unfiltered.
He wants an America where we all look alike. He ain't talking about black people.
Unrelenting.
You better go work out, because you got a fight on your hands.
NewsOne Now with Roland Martin. Weekdays at 7 a.m. on TV One.